Hi everyone and welcome to this new video of Data Science at Scale with VerticaPy. It's Badr speaking. As data scientists, we all face very complex problems when dealing with time series. You may ask yourself many questions. How to deal with irregular slice times? How to join two time series? How to prepare the data for time series models? We will show you different techniques to prepare time series and to solve all their challenges. When ingesting time series data, we may ingest data at different time intervals. A good example could be IoT devices. If we consider a smart meter, it will send information depending on the activity. We may have huge gaps between two records leading to inconsistency when building models. Time series models are using their past values to make future predictions. It is called forecasting. These models are most of the time autoregressive. Irregular slicing will lead to wrong variables definitions and thus making it hard to build a valid model. Besides, aggregations can be biased. If we want to aggregate the different values to get statistics, the aggregations might be wrong. Irregular time series may create huge gaps, making the variable hard to use. Even worse, it might make it difficult to join with other data sources. Let's see more in detail these challenges. If we consider the previous time series, we have many irregular slice times, reaching even a delta t of more than 6 hours. If we build a regular time series model, it expects regular interval. Otherwise, it will never catch the seasonality. Statistical tests will not work as they expect regular slice times. Models become inconsistent. One of the biggest challenges may be to join different data sources. Let's consider a dataset including the weather in the smart meters region. We have the data each 30 minutes. Two of our smart meter records may be joined easily. But what about the others? The problem is really complex and it cannot be solved easily in a regular database. A must-have feature which is included in the Vertica database is time series join. The first row can be joined immediately as there is a perfect matching. But for many of them, an idea could be to join to the closest timestamp. This kind of amazing capabilities allow to work in an easy, scalable and fast way with time series. VerticaPy allows also to use fantastic techniques like time series slicing. The idea is easy. We slice the time into a regular interval, let's say 20 minutes. We keep the records which are already matching with our expectations. For the others, we can interpolate. Most of the time it is natural to use linear interpolation. We guess at each stage beta and alpha to determine the next step value. It is also very helpful when we have huge gaps or missing values. When using interpolations, there are three scalable techniques. Backfill is when we interpolate by using the next non-null value. It can be used for numerical and categorical variables, but it is mostly used for categorical interpolations. The same for firstfill, but instead of using the next value, we use the last non-null value. The most powerful technique in the context of big data is the linear interpolation. It can only be used for numerical variables and it is using the last value and next value to build the linear slope. All these techniques are essential to deal with time series. It is time to see them into action. We will use VerticaPy and Jupyter to see how to do data preparation on time series. We will see how to create a database connection, ingest a dataset, do time series slicing and interpolations, join time series. Let's go! Let's use Jupyter Notebook to illustrate this topic. We can connect using database credentials. Be sure to have the same or an upper version to avoid compatibility issues. We load the SQL Magic extension. VerticaPy, it is possible to work both in Python and SQL. All the computations are pushed to Vertica. Let's create the schema we will work with. We will name it Smart Meters. Let's ingest the two datasets in the Vertica database using the read CSV function. It will use flex table to identify the different types and ingest the data. We have two datasets, one with different smart meters conceptions We can see that this dataset is an irregular time series and it may be challenging. The second is the region's weather dataset. We have a region's temperature and humidity for each 30 minutes time interval. All the data preparation has to be made in the first dataset. In VerticaPy it is easy to slice the time using the asprec function. We can pick the delta t time interval, use the type of interpolation we want, and the partition we want to work with. It is possible to look at the generated SQL. It uses a special time series clause. We can use specific aggregations like TS first value, which has a parameter to indicate the type of interpolations. As the time slices are now each 30 minutes, it is possible to join the two datasets. But this technique is a little bit expensive due to the different operations and the exact matching. To join time series with different timestamp, it is possible to use directly Vertica time series joins. It is very effective and scalable. The parameter onInterpolate can then be used. The result is exactly what we want. It will join using the closest timestamps. It is possible to look at the SQL code executed behind the scene. Vertica allows to use the interpolate previous value operator instead of equal to join time series. VerticaPy allows to deal easily with many different data types. Time series have their own functions to make the preprocessing easy and efficient. No need to think about a slow and exhausting process to preprocess data. You have everything you need embedded to efficient methods. It is just magic. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, subscribe to the VerticaPy channel in LinkedIn. Visit our GitHub page and add a star to a project. Learn more by visiting our website at vertica.com/python. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you soon for another video.